Day, Ruskin enjoyers. Hope you're alright, 'cause it's time for the Rust rotation. In a minute, I'll showcase to you all the brand new skins that have appeared for May 4 Swipe 2026, May 7, 2026. Where's all the clothing and the armor? It's going to be one of those weeks, isn't it? By all means, feel free to comment below, though. What might happen to be your most favourite skin of the week? Could it potentially be that first ever an electric furnace skin? Yes, we have the neon electric furnace right there on display. I should just quickly point out, the Rust rotated like 7 hours ago. That furnace has sold an absurd amount already. So we'll point that out in a second. But anyway, we should also point out, oh, is that a Crypt sheet middle? Well, that happens to coincide with the brand new Crypt building skin that's just been released. Oh, well, we'll test it out in a second. We'll see if it compares well. We also happen to have a pretty interesting salvaged axe. Another base box has been accepted. We also happen to have another barbecue. No Mercy barbecue. Nuke Vibe has returned. Pirate Collection's returned. That's also quite a surprise. Popstar has had 4 skins accepted in a row. Well, I mean, Facebook clearly likes it. We've got a glow-in-the-dark satchel charge, and we also happen to have a concrete barricade made out of sheet metal. How's that work? It's just a skin. It's just a skin. So, alright, cool. Let's now navigate and quickly point out to you, out of all these skins, which ones are and are not abnormal. And it's going to be very easy to point out because literally just one skin this week is not abnormal. It's the Pirate SKS. Now, if you're a little bit confused, if you don't fully understand what abnormals are, if you need some help, basically it's something that's going to be super helpful for you if you want to get involved with Ruskin investing. So by all means, consider watching the predictions video for this week as well. It'll obviously be uploaded a little bit later. But with last week's skins, we saw some pretty interesting looking designs. You might recall last week with the previous Rust rotation, we did quite a lot of comparisons. Don't worry, we won't be doing that today. Anyway, consider watching this. Watch the first 5 minutes. Skip ahead to the Barders chapter. Watch as it all happens. And then listen in with the abnormal Barder support. After we did our Barders, I felt pretty confident to jump in and buy a lot of the skins from last week. I'm not joking when I say I bought quite a lot. Look at all of that. But I felt confident. I genuinely feel all of those skins could work out very nicely in the future. And I wouldn't have figured that out until I did my abnormal Barders. So if you're new to Ruskin investing and whatnot, consider giving it a good watch. And of course, keep an eye out for the predictions video. So, hopping back over to here. Let's just get a quick look at the skins as of now. So as I said, 7 hours in. That neon electric furnace has already got over 16,000 subscribers. Well, clearly a lot of people like it. As you'll notice over to here as well, micro522.com will do like a snapshot the very second that these skins are accepted. It will quickly record in time what their scores were as of like the second they're accepted. And as you might notice, that neon electric furnace, well, it might have had a lot of upvotes compared to downvotes. It had an upvote to downvote ratio of 6.42 to 1. So clearly a lot of people wanted it. I hope you're happy. But I would have liked to potentially have seen Popstar Tier 3. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, honestly, everything appears to be positive. We've had some skin creators today get their first ever skins accepted. So, if I'm correct, we have Kreitzer. Didn't you work with someone before? Either way, that's nice to see. I think Bazbay is new. Yep, so, all right, cool. Who might this be? Lefty? There you go. Brand new skin creators this week. Next week, you might see the regulars. You might see collection continuations and clothing armor. We'll see how it goes. So, shall we now hop in, give them all a good look, and you can tell me how much you happen to like them or not. What's that lovely smell? What is that delicious meaty aroma? Oh, it's a barbecue. Oh, wonderful. Oh, so nice. Look at that delicious looking meat. And look at that delicious looking No Mercy skin. So yeah, another No Mercy skin has been accepted for a brand new Skinnable. Like with all the recent brand new Skinnables we've seen over the past year or so, I'm pretty sure we've had a No Mercy skin for him. Maybe not last month with the salvaged axe, but don't be surprised if we see a pair of the tools, both the salvaged ice pick and the hatchet, potentially in the future as a pair. That might be pretty interesting. But what's your opinion? Do you like the style? Do you like the design? You got the insignia right there. Let's just quickly get the point across. It doesn't glow in the dark when it's not turned on at night time. But with the lights on nearby, yep, it happens to shine quite nicely. Alright, look, listen. I'm just going to ask you. Do you agree? Does that look like a whale? got the eyeball there to the side. You got the giant teeth. He's a happy whale. Hey. But yeah, that's a perfectly fine looking design. The meat is lovely. The skin is absolutely perfect. Guess you can't go wrong. So feel free to comment below. Are you a fan of the No Mercy barbecue? Now then, we'll also move on. You might notice, hang on a minute. What are we looking at? Good question. This does not glow in the dark. This is the Monument Shack base box. So I do like the fact that they do have like the little gaps that you can see through and whatnot. Do they have the part where you can kind of walk through it? Other than that, alright. I mean, actually, is this the one from Dome? Actually, it might be the one from Dome, to be honest with you. Either way, yep, that's looking perfectly fine. Not sure what to expect next, but I am aware of the Jungle building skin one that was produced over the past weekend. That was a collaboration, not only between skin creators, but collections. A temple and a base box collection continuation. Could we see that in the future? Well, I appreciate it. And here's a good question to ask you. What other random areas, or well, little housing and whatnot, do you reckon could work for a base box? Feel free to comment below. So, let's just get a good look at this at night time with the lights on nearby. Not too bad, but doesn't glow in the dark. I'm not sure if everyone's going to be super enthusiastic. So then, we'll move on and showcase the sheet metal concrete barricade, and it is a concrete barricade, okay? So it still costs the same. It's not made out of sheet metal. It's just a joke. It's just a skin. It's just a skin. This also does not glow in the dark. So perhaps that might be a bit of a concern to some people, but at the end of the day, it's a concrete barricade. When was the last time you actually used a concrete barricade? I think a lot of people would actually be genuinely interested with your answer, because I'm not sure if many people even bother. But for what it is, it's an interesting design. Could it potentially dabble and turn into a proper deployable collection? Could I get, oh, I don't know, sheet metal door? Ha ha ha. No, but that's already been done. Sheet metal door. So perhaps maybe we could look at like, I don't know, a vending machine? Actually, a sheet metal vending machine would look pretty cool. I'm actually down for that. Kreitzer, consider it. That actually would be a very cool idea. Maybe a table? Table would be fine. So we'll see what the possibilities are. Keep an eye on the Rust Workshop. I'm sure these skin creators will be making some very interesting sequels. Now, as we move over to here, I'd just like to highlight the brand new building skin. As you might notice, I've got some other doors to showcase, including our brand new one over there to the left. But you might have noticed in the lead up to the Crypt building skin being introduced to Rust, people knew it was coming. People bought out certain other doors, such as this right here. And, of course, the dungeon garage door. So, you know, observe the design. Get a good look at that. Now, if only it was made with actual real bones. There's been lots of messages sent to Mr. Shadowhopper, but I think he wanted more usage with bones and whatnot. So, whilst it's an interesting stone building skin, it's just, you know, could we make use of bones a little bit more? That was the idea. Now, if I could just quickly pan all the way around, you'll notice it doesn't appear to, like, glow or anything. This sheet metal door right here. Yep. Some of you might be asking, hey, is this the building skin? The archway and whatnot? Yes. Yes, it is. As you'll notice, same thing over here as well. So, alright, cool. Now, just to point out, this door over to here, that costs just over $2, and that was accepted years ago. Well, this right here, well, for around the same price, it blends in perfectly. But, of course, let's just quickly get the point across. Yeah, it doesn't glow. So, yeah. Dungeon garage door glows. That doesn't glow. So, alright, cool. So that was a nice little showcase of the brand new building skin. Of course, there's a lot more that I could show off, but I'm just basically here to show off like the actual skins. But yeah, are you impressed? What building skin would you like to see being made next? Do you have any ideas? Wood? Stone? Sheet metal? Or high quality metal? Do you actually have any ideas, or would you just like to sit there and say, I won't mind another high quality metal skin? That's the hardest one to figure out. Ruthless was supposed to be a high quality metal skin. Well, that got changed, didn't it? So, alright, cool, understood. Can I just get a quick look at these at night time with the lights on as well? So yeah, as you'll see, the skulls do happen to stand out quite nicely there, don't they? Yep. Cool. So feel free to comment below your opinions with the brand new building skin. And now observe the brand new Skinnable. What we have right here is the neon electric furnace. Now let me just point this out. A lot of them were submitted. Like we've got probably between 15 to 20 at the moment. And there will be more. There will be a lot more. The reason why I made such a fuss about the fact that it sold a lot is the fact that, well, consider watching my predictions video. I will be talking about brand new Skinnables. Because unfortunately, the first few skins that tend to come out tend to go down in price. But by all means, if you saw that and thought, yep, gotta have it, gotta use it, oh, that's different. Not everything has to be an investment. You can simply buy a skin because you happen to like it. What, really? Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? That is a perfectly fine looking glow-in-the-dark design. And I have noticed Duck, the skin creator, has actually made another version of this. A light blue one. Would you like to have different coloured versions? Well, feel free to comment below. It could be colour categorised based on what you're cooking. Yeah, that might not be too bad of an idea. We'll see, we'll see. And as you'll see after here, that's what it looks like. It's not turned on at night time with the lights are nearby. But of course, in total darkness, that stands out very, very nicely. That is a very bright, very noticeable electric furnace. Are you pleased with the result? Are you happy with what you have? Because I did put a tweet out just a few days ago just pointing out all the available electric furnace skins that could have been picked. Oh, that went around. Had over 10,000 people looking at it. Hedge tweets don't normally get that amount of people. No. So, yeah, people were very eager. People were behind this a lot. I will remind you, more than 6 to 1 in terms of up vote to down vote ratio. So, alright, cool. Daytime look. Yeah, good look at it. It's fine. I've got no complaints. But I will sit here and say there were some very interesting designs that are submitted to Rust Workshop. And now that I can actually look at them properly, well, I guess we'll have to make some short videos, won't we? Yes, indeed. Right then, so that's all the deplorables. And of course the building skin over to there as well. How about now I go ahead and showcase to you the weapons and the tool skins. Okay, so first of all, we've got a pretty interesting looking satchel charge skin. Get a good look at that. I'll be honest with you, it does look as if it probably belongs for Halloween. But hey, every day's a nightmare. So I guess it fits. Alright, let's just quickly go ahead and showcase that this does happen to glow in the dark. Quite eerie. Scary. Yes. But I've always wondered, do people actually care enough to actually skin their satchel charges and their grenades? Explosives, basically. Feel free to offer your opinion. Feel free to comment below. Let's test this out real quickly. Let's get up nice and close. How does it look when it explodes? Ah, come on. Boom. It's not going to do it, is it? It's got stage right. Stage right? There we go. Right. So, that's looking pretty sweet. But again, with it glowing in the dark, does it really matter? Is it helpful? I'm curious. Again, what's your opinion? Let's switch over to here. Let's get a good look at that. Looking pretty sweet. Of course, how's it looking third person? When it glows. That is looking very, very cool. Right then. Not too bad. But it is $2.49. Let's see if it sells nicely. Let's see what the opinion is from everybody watching. Let's get a good look at you from here. Looking pretty cool. Alright. It is a brand new skin creator, so I will sit here and say keep an eye out for what they produce next. Keep an eye on their workshop over the course of this weekend and in the future. Perhaps we'll see some interesting looking collection continuations. Perhaps we'll just see some interesting looking designs in general. Keep an eye out. Right. Now, one extra thing we should be doing is grab something else. Let's just go in third person again because, of course, it's going to be on my hip, isn't it? Yep. Get a good look at that. That's looking pretty cool. So, thoughts and opinions, please. What do you think in regards to the satchel charge? Well, I think I can leave that for now because I have a very interesting, very cold looking salvaged axe right here. So salvaged axe was the most recent brand new Skinnable. Yes. Yes, monument. It's oh so cold and shiny. Always commenting at the worst of times. Anyway, that's a perfectly fine looking axe. And as you might notice, get a good look at that. The weird third person issue is now fixed. If I could just adjust the lighting so we can get a better look at the shine. Oh yeah, there's a shiny looking skin. Look at that. It would be nice if we could get some ice picks. Like, wouldn't it be nice from here and now if we could see the Savage tools being paired with each other? I think people would appreciate that now. I know initially they didn't want to do both at the same time. They wanted Savage Axe to have its moment, and I feel like a lot of people would probably appreciate this more. I have looked at the recent skins that are accepted; they're not holding up very nicely. So maybe with the other tool, that would be pretty cool. Just saying. I'm pretty sure people would like the pairings. We already have stone tools and regular tools. Maybe it's time for us to start looking at tools that are paired, that are salvaged. Yes, yes. Right, so that's looking pretty sweet. How's it look at night time? Well, it doesn't glow in the dark. It does have pretty good night light though. So, okay, fair enough then. Steel chop's good. Over to here. Let's give you a nice little inspection. That's looking very, very shiny. Look at that. So nice ice cold design. Let's just kind of, yep, hold it at an angle. What are your thoughts then? Honestly, I wouldn't have been too upset if this glowed in the dark. I think that could have stood out a little bit more, but hey, it got accepted. Skin Creator didn't do anything wrong. But what would you like to see being made next? What interesting ice-cold designs could we, potentially see in the future? Jackhammer would probably be pretty sweet. Yeah, that might be cool. Keep an eye on the Skin Creators Workshop. I'm sure we'll be seeing some very interesting designs in the future. So, alright, cool. Let's now move on then and showcase the brand new MP5. Nuke Vibe's got an MP5. Yeah, good look at that. If I could just adjust the lighting a little bit. Let's hold it to my side here. You can see it in third person. The scary face has returned. We never actually left. We've been pretty consistent with Nuke Vibe skins as of recent, but they also don't seem to hold up their value. Are you a Nuke Vibe appreciator? Are you a Nuke Vibe fan? Better yet, what skin would you like to see them make next? Because they have been getting quite a lot of skins accepted. Perhaps you might not be too crazy for the MP5. Perhaps you might like, I don't know, a water purifier. But you get the idea. Offer your opinion. So, cool. Let's just adjust the lighting a little bit. Let's give that a good look now. And of course, aim down. Give that a nice little reload. And of course, night time. Is the night light good? And you know what? It's not the absolute best I've ever seen for an MP5, but it does seem to light up quite nicely. Look at that. Yeah. That's pretty easy to notice. Standard sight and whatnot. I'm not sure if everyone's going to be super thrilled. Again, I have seen the price of the previous Nuke Vibe skins. But yeah, offer your opinion. You get the idea. Right, over to here then. Let's give you a nice little inspection. Somewhat reflective. Not too bad. Strike a pose. Look pretty. And let's get up nice and close. So, we'll see what gets made next. Skin creators are very talented. But will this actually retain its value? Well, that's a question for when we do the predictions video. It's 4 in a row. Say hello to the Popstar Pump Shotgun. Now, let me just quickly point this out to you. This is the focused item for the month. There will be more Pump Shotgun skins this month. But will anything compare to this joyful, colourful design? It's very unique compared to all the other Pump Shotguns we currently have in the game. But is it what people want? Okay, well, scary gremlin right there again. Offer your opinion. You know what? I'll also sit here and ask you this. We've seen quite a lot of weapons and tool skins. We've seen a few deplorables. What would you like the skin creator to focus next? Would you prefer they focus doors, maybe some other deplorables? Or would you prefer they focus weapons and tools? Like, comment below. I know the skin creator reads, okay? Reads your comments, I should clarify. What ideas would you actually have, Like, I was all for the tier 3. Maybe Face Punch was scared about the eyes. Probably. But you know what? I just had a brainwave. What about Popstar merchandise? Like a t-shirt? As in, for the game, as a skin. Like, Popstar, #1 fan and whatnot. You know people would wear that. You know they would wear it. You know they'd buy it. But yeah, like band merch and whatnot. That actually might work. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, let's get a good look at this at night time. As you'll notice, it's nice and colourful. Yes. Oh, actually, the nightlight's very good with that. You just have to you just have to stare at that face when you're trying to creep up on someone. You get the idea. Cool. So nice and noticeable, looking pretty sweet. But how's it looking third person? I wanted to quickly show that off. Yes. It's a very colourful, lovely, joyful looking design. Are you a pop star enjoyer? Or are you scared of it? Choose one. Right, night time again. Let's go on stage and showcase this. And it's quite glossy. So it's got a lot of shine to it, but it's like... yeah, very glossy. Well, other than that, it's still perfectly fine, colourful looking pump shotgun. I'm not sure if we'll see anything like this ever being made again. But what would you like to see from the Popstar collection? Offer your opinion. Right. If you like Goofy, well, say hello to the Pirate collection. Now, with all due respect, it's quite reserved. It's not like silly or anything. We've had quite a lot of skins being accepted as well. Quite a lot of clothing and armour pieces. A decent amount of weapons and tools. And a few select interesting looking deployables. Yes, indeed we have. But now we have an SKS. And on the top of my head, have we had a black SKS yet? I think we have. And I don't think this would be the last one either. Just going to sit there and say that. It wouldn't surprise me if we see another one in the future. So, alright, cool. Understood. That's a very nice, useful aim sight right there. Nice and red, super noticeable. If only we could have like an X marks the spot aim sight. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? But can't be done, sorry. Right, anyway, nighttime look. So, as you notice, I can vaguely see it. Vaguely. But not super standout, not super easy to see. So, okay, fair enough. Let's give that a nice little reload. Take a look at that. Lovely stuff. So, what is your opinion of the Pirate collection? We've seen quite a decent amount of acceptances overall. But what next? We've got pretty much all the clothing and the armour. Are there any bits of clothing that you feel like have been missed out? Are there any deployables that you feel like need to be focused? Do you reckon we're going to see a Pirate Pump Shotgun? Probably. You know what? Wouldn't surprise me if that happens this month. Keep an eye on the workshop. Keep an eye out for what Mr. Y9J and 34633 will be focusing next. It really wouldn't surprise me if we do see a pump shotgun. So, okay, cool. Nighttime look. Let's go over to here. Let's hold this out. Well, that immediately doesn't seem to be very shiny. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you don't understand the theme, basically it's a pirate flag draped over various different items. In this particular instance, an SKS. So, okay. Looks fine to me. I have no issues. I will sit here and say this, though. We have seen quite a lot of SKSs. But at the end of the day, hey, if they keep selling a lot, if people keep buying them, is it bad to keep accepting them? Let's work towards wrapping up the video. So just like to point out, with this Rust store, 2 of the skins this week were early picks. Popstar Pump Shotgun, No Mercy Barbecue. If you want to stay up to date and be aware of all the newest Rust Workshop skin submissions, well, consider watching my Rust Workshop skin checks videos. They're here every week, basically. I now focus, only talk about the collection continuations. So if you're a little bit put off with the long recording time, it's now half as much. So yes, only the collection continuations get talked about. I mean, you can still look at the link here. You can still see all the brand new skins that have been submitted. From Hellcore Tier 3 to the likes of, I don't know, Comics SKS, Abyss SKS, or look, Optimized SAR, Heatseeker Double Barrel Shotgun. And there you go, Popstar Pump Shotgun. So yeah, you get the idea. If you want to stay up to date, I do provide videos. I do talk about everything, basically. So, alright, cool. Is there anything else for us to talk about then? I should point out, we've just had a force wipe. We should now keep an eye out for potential brand new things in the future. I haven't noticed that much new things being discussed and whatnot, but you should be well aware a brand new DLC is being worked on. You might be aware of the Industrial DLC. Chances are that might be out for June, so keep an eye out next month. June Force Wipe Industrial DLC we're going to see a very interesting looking electric furnace, large furnace, some shelves, apparently new barrels, so keep an eye out for that. An interesting sort of like homely DLC. But speaking of homely, a game room DLC. What would you like in a game room? Well, apparently they're making pool in Rust. Yes, with the cues and the balls. Okay, I mean, sure. What else would you like to see? Because apparently they've mentioned darts. What else, though? Are you going to have like a mini bar with the taps? That'd be cool. You know what? That would be cool. That would be cool. But what else would you like to see potentially being produced for this? Go for the comment below. So yes, pool and darts game. Not sure what else we could see. Air hockey. And a pub quiz. Sure. So who knows what other things they'll be working on, but you'll know if you keep an eye on the commits. So, for your consideration. Player count today. We peaked at 183,000. It is a bit less compared to what we saw last year. I should remind you, May 2025 had the jungle update. This year, well, some interesting changes and whatnot, but maybe doesn't compare to that. But I do believe the peak player count this weekend will appear either tomorrow or Saturday. So if you're a little bit surprised with not too high of a peak player count, I think it's either tomorrow or Saturday, right? So maybe we'll still go over 200,000. We'll see. And that pretty much is everything. Oh no, hang on a minute, we've got Twitch drops. I'll have to record the video tomorrow, but yes. Base Invaders, we've got 5 general drops and 1 very specific skin. They're only streaming for 1 day. So make sure you watch Twitch Rivals when the event happens, because they are only streaming on the Twitch Rivals channel for 1 day. Okay? It's only 30 minutes of your time to get the handmade LMG. But yeah. I'll link twitch.facepunch.com in the description of this video, and you can go look at these skins in your own time. But as I said, I will record a video. I'll get that uploaded. I'll have to record it tomorrow. Maybe I'll put it on Saturday. We'll see how it goes. So, alright. Lots of pink. Well, I hope you like that. Cool. So, yep, that's the plans for next week. All of those are general drops except 1. And I believe you have only a few days to get all of them. Like 4 to 5 days. It's fine. I'm sure it's not going to be too hard to get all of them. And I will be streaming next week. You can watch me and you can get all these skins for absolutely free. So, alright, cool. Well then, that's it. That's a wrap. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I showcased the skins to the best of my ability. I hope you got a good look at all of them. And, yeah. Do you like the brand new building skin? Go for a comment below. Right, so yeah, you get the idea. Cool. So, thank you once again. Catch you later. See you, goodbye.